because this is one of my favorite games.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew. Questions, questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more in... What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently. Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her. I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete. Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Bah! May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
About the Darkspawn? Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the Archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the Blight. This Tenlogain is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the Archdemon, unless it finds you first. Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
Go eat your dinner. This is the world map.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your Lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
She's the queen. There goes my little buddy. Alright, what's up, buddy?
Time for more Darkspawn.
Oh, shit. Nice. So what you doing?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now?
Yes.
Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Look out. And it's perfect too because my name is Silverblood, and I got a dog named Bloodfang. Oh darn, what does this do? How do I do this?
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
They don't look much like their mothers, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say,
Barbie.
teach them a lesson.
How is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on. Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that. Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Well, this is going nowhere. Let's finish this, gents.
All the noise and bother.
Why are you so close to the fight?
On it.
Very well.
Off I go.
Done.
On it.
As you wish. Very well.
Off I go.
All right. We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all. Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize. What are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier. Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear. Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts. Well, watching for folks fleeing from the south. Chasing from the wilds and farmholders, mostly. There aren't soldiers here anymore, so we help ourselves. We try not to hurt anyone too much.
Try not to hurt
It's
anyone
packed
too
full.
much.
The band took his men north with Teyrn Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
You don't have a family.
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way. Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Teyrn Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens. Well, then let me go! There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me. I'm not going down without a fight.
All right. Off I go. I'm going to take a nap. Hope that's okay.
Alright, so this little fluffy buddy. Oh, what's wrong? He's covered in blood. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, I'm gonna need war paint to put on him. I could put war paint on him and yeah. Now I gotta come back this way. Damn it, I do gotta come back this way. Look at his little doofy smile. Look at his little doofy smile.
Well, there it is.
Yes, you could pet him.
Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first. But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arl Eamon is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Yeah.
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away. Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arl Eamon is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
I can give you directions, if you like. He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is. If we head eastward, towards the Brisilian Forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there. You're going to have to. I certainly wouldn't want to go there alone.
Why? Would it frighten you? Are you afraid of dark and sunken places?
I mean, we won't have any choice. You'll be there under Grey Warden business, and the dwarves will just have to see reason.
They certainly are renowned for an abundance of reason, 'tis true.
You don't know where Orzammar is?
He doesn't know how to find it on the surface, fool. He has never been here before.
If you
Exactly.
follow the west road around Cullenhard
I
Lake
love
into the mountains
those
of Girl and
two
Pass,
together,
from there I expect
'cause-
you know the way.
cause she just destroys his self-esteem like crazy, and I love it.
That will be at their tower on Lake Cullenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter. Whoever
These
that
two
is.
just hate each other. So you know they're gonna have that rough sex.
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course. Then you have a plan. Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Let's go into the village now. My dog is. I gotta find the store owner.
I have a wonder, if you will indulge me.
see how scared
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Wouldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
I don't like this place. Why did we come?
I don't know if I could. I would say, yo, refugees, we gotta roll out.
We don't see many dwarves in these parts. You here to trade? Might be a merchant or two in the tavern. Most of the rebel who's fled here don't have anything worth the rags they're wearing. Can't promise I'm going to answer them. What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone. You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry Templars. He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns. If he returns. What? You mean they're gone? Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Bryant will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out. Don't let me stop you.
Who are you? Can you put yourself?
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
You there. If you're looking for safe, move on if you can. Lothering's lost. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend. I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened. The band has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you. I'm just here to keep watch.
As if we needed more fighting.
We were lucky. We were lucky.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? Didn't I mention profit?
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
Sure.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you can compromise and still make a profit. No?
Maker's breath. Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Fine, yes, just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally.
Fucking
My,
right.
but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you
Gotta
for
get
your
that
generous
XP.
assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Fuck you.
Are you here to make my headache, or
Wait,
do you actually want to
who
buy
had a
some?
problem with that?
Good then. I'm barely making a killing as it is.
Morgan. Okay. Well, she's a cunt.
Are you here to make my headache, or do you actually want to? It isn't mine.
Okay, so basically all my weapons are junky. That does 6. Wait, I was selling those things, right? Or was I buying it? Okay, I was selling them. Oh, I thought I was buying them. I was about to be heartbroken. Armor, I'm gonna keep the armor because my armor's belt. Fuck you, you piece of shit. But yeah, I pick up some companions up in this wine. Boop. Dwarven War Axe. It does this. The same damage. But the armor piercing is bell. Dagger 5 damage. 4. This one, a 3. I got something that's I can't even use it though. It needs 22 strength.
The blight has truly come, and the king is
The chanters are still operating. They're bored.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker.
There's all sorts of things on his board. Even travelling sellswords sometimes turn in postings. Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste. What?
Oh, you got him to speak! Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Where are you from?
I brought my family to Lothar because I thought it would be safe.
Have you seen my mother?
Have I seen your mother? I like the way this little British boy talks.
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So, you're a dwarf, aren't you? Father says dwarves are really greedy, but you're not greedy at all. Thank you for helping me.
Oh, wait. No, I want to help that kid out, but... Fuck, I gotta do all that shit again. But yeah, I want to help that little kid out when I have someone with me.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Where do I find her at?
We are the only hope of protection this
And
village
when the
has.
Maker spoke, chant of light scattered in the darkness.
Where's that fucking redhead?
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value. I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you, my... What can I do for you, then?
the world.
Wait, no, I don't want to give her money yet. Someone's gonna like that I give her money. Where's that fucking redhead bitch?
I'm cold. I don't like this.
Shut up, little boy.
Looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want.
Don't call my dog a mongrel,
Why do you keep
bitch.
staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you were not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves. Hadn't he persist?
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a dwarf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
There she goes.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Tern Loghain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk!
Fuck
Take the
Tern
warden
Loghain.
into custody. Kill this sister, and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
I was there! The Tern pulled us out of a trap. Please wait!
They have surrendered. They were no match for you. Let them be. But they failed, and I do not wish death on anyone.
But I do. And give them a final prayer, sister. I like his armor. Can I have it? I want to send a message to Loghain, though.
What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana,
I really want
one
to
of the
kill
lay
him.
sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was. Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You
Yeah.
will be battling the Darkspawn, yes?
Yeah.
That is what Grey Wardens do. I know
Yeah.
after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's
Yeah.
why I'm coming along. The Maker told me to. Then you believe me? I knew the Maker had sent a true dream. A vision that by serving you, I serve his holy plan.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
I'm sending Morgan away.
Damnation.
because she's a cunt that my dog likes her. She probably smells like sushi or something. My dog likes her, but
I don't like this place. No, why does in the kitchen?
I could do that for you.
I don't.
What's next?
my inventory.
Catching all the rules out.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell. Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison. I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay a good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice. Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Oh wait, before I start selling things again. No, I already sold everything, but what's her powers? She got 2 lockpicking. I'm gonna get her lockpicking all the way the fuck up. Alright, she's an archer. But I'm gonna trade her in double blades. Uh, 4.40. Those are some good daggers. Alright, you keep the daggers. No, outdoor. Okay. That hat looks stupid on you.
I'm trying to listen to the bard's song. Can we speak when they're done?
Poison making. I need a flask.
Your wish?
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now. They had it coming, and they were trouble enough themselves. So long as you don't start more, I won't get excited. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house. Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have. And there's knights from Redcliffe wandering the countryside, looking for the place where Andraste's sacred ashes are said to lie. Can you believe that? The urn holding her ashes is a myth, and yet these knights say they were sent to find it anyhow to heal Arl Eamon. I didn't even know he was ill. Maybe he has the blight.
If so, then times are even darker for Ferelden than any of us thought. Anything else I can get you?
When Tiernan Logain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
Yes, it is.
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tiernan says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me.
What can I get you then?
You know that's a lie.
Luck speed your way.
Snitch.
You know anyone in the north? I can't just pack up my whole farm.
Unite. What do you need?
Nah.
Sorry, I don't know any dwarven songs. I just play one being people.
As if we needed more fight.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Yep.
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more. Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens. Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Oh. Doggy, what? Resting by the fire. Watch it, Fank. My friend, there is a number of people who agreed to aid the Darkstone. Get people to honor their arrangement. Alright. Bandit. Betrayers.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
I hear...
I've got a cousin in the Templars who says the mages in the tower out on Lake Calenhard are all turning into demons.
They always say that, though.
Yes?
Well, this time it's true.
Okay, I could change them.
What did you do? I thought you killed them.
Blood and damnation.
Just for now. Okay, yeah, she is.
Damnation.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? Your grassland eyes are inept. A Chasing would never stoop to petty theft. The forest failed to protect us. Our gods deserted us.
People here are
There's no
already
protection
desperate
here
and
either.
frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough.
Shokgebasitis, you aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace.
What are you?
A prisoner.
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the
His
Chantry.
people are
The revered
special.
mother said he slaughtered an entire family,
Since back then,
even
like
the children.
They
didn't put much detail into
I am
him.
Sten of the Beresad, the
But
vanguard
he's
of
supposed to
Kunari
be looking
peoples.
badass. Like a mixture of dragon.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but Kunari are renowned warriors. If we could release him, perhaps he might help us.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Fuck you.
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
What?
I mean, I'm going to teach my doggy to use a bow.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you
I don't care about their conversations.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde.
And when the Maker spoke, the chant of light gathered.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater. I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you, my son. What can I do for you, then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tern Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
Yeah.
The Tern claims that the Grey Wardens are responsible for the King's death. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else... I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else... It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you? Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are
She met me 2
unusual
minutes ago.
times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Four corners of the world. Let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
I'm gonna do all the missions, but first I want to get the people so I could put some armor on them and send them to the camp.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met. Almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So,
my
let me see. You are loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful. Sometimes gluttonous. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, alright. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
It's crazy how smart these Mubari are. I hate how BioWare took a step back
You
from
wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. And I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Blasted.
I just hold on. Not to walk around with the big guy. I just want to put some armor on him.
Vashaden.
Okay.
We are not alone.
Hold on. Those fire arrows are supposed to be for enemies.
Desire, right.
I try to be merciful. Sometimes.
What the fuck?
Of course.
Fucking archer. I thought I saved my dog. I was like, I thought I saved him.
Here comes trouble!
Their bodies. They have none.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Where's the boy's mother? Crazy how there's just a random spot for my dog to piss on.
Delighted.
Oh shit.
All right.
Good job.
Is that all you got?
I'm like just down man. That's why we need them bow and arrows. These fucking scooping enemies. Don't hush or have me, bitch.
Delighted.
And yes, I save a lot.
Yes. Another creature ahead.
Just die already! What?
Shame about
I never liked this part. You forced our hand. Make up with
All right.
Yes. Of course.
Be careful!
That's cool. Did we kill the spires? Please say yes. Please
Another
say yes.
creature ahead.
I shall.
Yes. Oh, I see.
Right then. What now?
You desire.
Ready!
At your order. Off I go.
Here!
Of course.
Oh, break free. That's why I gotta save a lot. So I don't wanna be redoing shit. Man, that looks like a fucking spot I could go to. But no, I just wanna put an invisible wall.
Desire.
right in the heart. Shoot, pop that nigga right in the heart. Don't like it. Just hold on.
Yes.
Which one is better? Alright. He's just holding on to the armor for now.
Allow me. I could do that for you. I finished. What is it? No, I don't think so. I wish we didn't have to fight these poor creatures.
All right, let's see.
Someone please stop bleeding. Ready. Here comes trouble.
Another foe fallen. Delighted. Desire. So I shall. Just die already. Delighted. Die. Let's have some glory.
Why does that always happen to me?
Alright, well, all my team is armored up. So I could sell some shit. I'm not going inside the fucking store though.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune.
You would... It's... Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need.
There's been so many of these.
Then kill him and take what you need. I fail to see the problem.
I have limited supply.
You
Look, stranger, I have 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help the... I'm not arguing any makers.
Just chop.
A fine compromise. Thank you.
Are you here to make my head ache, or do you actually want to buy something? Mission accomplished. I hope you're happy. Are you here to make money? It isn't.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Why are we stopping?
What now?
Oh,
as if we needed.
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost. Thieves, we've had. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we tellers can barely keep order. You'd be better off.
We don't see many dwarves in these parts. You hit a track, then you'd best. We're loyal to the king here, and word from the north is the wardens betrayed King Kalen. That's not. I don't have the steel to try you, but you may want to watch us.
The more people knows I'm a Grey Warden, the more people try to fight me, the more XP I get.
Were you really in that cage for 20 days?
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while.
What did you do? I mean, 20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing.
On good days, I posed riddles to the passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers.
Really?
No.
Oh, too bad. That's got serious potential.
Well, like, you don't know how many flashbacks I be having. I played this game so much back in the day, like...
Please, we came here to get away from...
I even knew how long the pause
As if
was.
we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
Blessed. And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my... Let all...
He can't answer you. He's chanted death. What? My
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker.
Unless it's the chant of...
And so, Rajmael in the... What?
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Blessed.
This is about the boy.
Have you seen my mother? She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbour. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. Oh, Silver! Wow, thank you. So, you're a dwarf, aren't you? Father says dwarves are really greedy, but you're not greedy at all. Thank you for helping me.
I got money to blow.
I want to go home.
I found a 6 flask. I can make some poison.
For a foundation built of
Few knights have come through here, searching for some holy artifact.
I hear those bandits are back again. Why don't the Templars kill them?
these darkspawn corrupt the earth. The air turns to blackness.
Allow me. I could do that for you. It's done.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack! Of course.
See what I make about Damn, why can't we have your daggers? Damn, nothing. No, wrong one.
All right. I should like to...
Time for more Darkspawn, I see.
Someone help us!
It's my
Of course. What now?
Right. Say what you must. Yes.
Someone help us!
Ready! Right away. I'll do it.
All right.
Someone help us!
Of course. Delighted.
I shall.
Off I go.
I go.
Direct.
Here!
stay inside and level up.
Yes.
Ah, good. Tired.
What now?
I don't know how many poisons this guy wants. You're just holding that armor for me.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Ever since good King Kalen passed, refugees and soldiers have been passing through. I'm the elder here, and I've my hands full making sure refugees don't turn to petty theft or worse. Sir Bryant at the Chantry is seeing to matters of defence and such. He'd have more of an ear for your type. Too much to do, and not... I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll write all you need to know in this.
Allow me. I could do that for you. It's done.
As if we needed more fighting. Marshman stole from me. I know everyone is.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I don't like this place.
You know, you never did tell me how you passed the time in that cage for so long.
No, I didn't.
So... what did you do in there?
A training exercise. I would observe an object, and then try to think of all the words in your language which began with the same letter as its name.
That? Wait, just wait. You're joking again, aren't you?
No.
You are not telling me that you played I Spy against yourself for 20 days?
There are a lot of things in Lothering that begin with G.
Where can we go? This is no better than what we left. Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone. Old man Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. none to be had. Balin has all the traps in the village in his fields. He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric. I didn't mean to bother you. Lothar... Alina...
Oh, really? Is it long? I hope it's not a fucking so long.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Don't need blame. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or her. Then, oh, there's all right.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted.
Okay, don't talk to that lady yet.
You know, you never did tell me how you put time in that cage for so long.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So, what did you do in there?
Training exercise. I would observe an object, and then try to think of all the words in your language which began with the same letter as its name.
That? Wait, just wait. You're joking again, aren't you?
No.
You are not telling me that you played I Spy against yourself for 20 days?
There are a lot of things in Lothering that begin with G.
Greeting. Let's be careful.
I brought my family to Lothering because I...
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
I leveled up. I leveled up, leveled up, leveled up. Oh yeah! Pinning someone down will come in handy.
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Merrin.
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that. Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. Make...
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench.
Hey, what's up?
Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him? I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The Ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us! My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn!
listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn. I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. Are you calling me a coward? I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us. You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
Okay, I think I did everything outside.
Where can we go?
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too? She's wonderful, isn't she? I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Not to be rude, but how's a dwarf come to be here? I've seen you people in Lothering sometimes, but never the Chantry. I suppose with the Darkspawn coming, you have other business with the Chantry. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall. Does the revered mother know that you freed that creature?
Does the revered mother know you freed that creature?
Please, they came here to get away from the fighting. The one that killed his family.
As if we needed more fighting.
Does the revered mother know you
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
But if Arl Eamon is sick, why are you here?
Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the urn of sacred ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day my hope dims. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Jarl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Jarl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. I expect you to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact, but my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
They should send a scholar with you.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives. My fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
The blight has truly come, and
it's terrible. So many come to Lothering, seeking refuge, only to find that we can offer little more than prayer. Does the Maker see our plight? It seemed moved by this destruction? I apologize. The Maker's plan is too grand for me to fathom, especially at times like this. The revered mother presides over the chantry, and Sir Bryant leads the few Templars guarding us. The Chant of Light. Surely you know it. Oh, of course. Forgive me. The chant is our devotion to the Maker. Our first commandment as followers of his... The entire chant takes weeks to sing.
What the fuck is wrong with her head in the back?
Through at the Grand Cathedral in Val Royeaux.
Is she deceased?
Here we can only sing a few verses per week.
She's turning into an abomination.
When we gain his forgiveness by spreading Andraste's teachings, the Maker will return. He created the Maker.
I want to see this abomination.
I'm sorry,
She transformed.
but I must prepare the chantry's vestments before we flee. There is very little time.
Please, I could do that for you. What now?
Already?
If you must.
Will I run into any other companions soon? I don't think so. I could sell some shit.
Are you here to make my head...
I think everyone got to a point there. Everyone got some.
The Qunari, out of its cage.
Indeed.
I would question this, but I have far more pressing matters to deal with. Misstep, creature, and it will be your last.
A Qunari does not misstep.
And who are you, then? I see. I am Sir Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Ten Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Cairn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent. I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn. We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so. In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually... Our ban was summoned by Teyrn Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned. If matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down, none of it is good. Teyrn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. None that we know of. Teyrn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Now, unless there's something else you need. They are. With the ban having taken his men north, we will... Now, unless there's something else you need. I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need. Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service? If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important, certainly. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel.
Please, we came here to get away from the fight.
Please, we came here to get away from the fight. Shut up, bitch.
I'm sorry, I cannot talk now. I must feed the holy brazier to ensure the flame never dies. The revered mother is in the other room. It represents the flames that burned Aunt Juste herself. Do you know the tale? The prophet was burned in the ancient city of Minrathous, before the ancient mages she had fought. Instead of dying in pain as the mages wanted, she was purified by the fire and taken by the Maker into the heavens to stand forever at his side. We are all sinners. The fire symbolizes our hope that forgiveness is possible. Thus, we will serve by feeding its flames. Of course, the dwarves have offered us coal and special rocks. Even the Circle of Magi volunteered to provide magical flames. If that isn't irony, I don't know what is. The flame means little without the act of remembering and atoning for our sins. Always a pleasure.
Oh, it fires out.
Oh, I thought there would be soldiers here, or at least a...
Yes? What can I do for you? I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Yeah,
What now?
Trooper.
I finished.
I have a key for that, but...
You dare bring that creature here? Take him away at once.
You dare to bring that canoe?
I sense I am unwanted.
This is intolerable.
Let's go, Sam. I'm gonna talk to that raggedy bitch anyway.
Please.
We were lucky.
I heard those bandits.
Does the revered mother know?
That's
That's not
found someone sleeping in our field, in the hay.
What happened to the king?
As
is
if we
so
needed
terrible.
more. Does the revered mother know you feared everyone is?
I don't like this place. Why did we terrible for feeling
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to go back.
Hey, what's on now? Don't let me...
I'm scared.
Greetings, Sir Dwarf. Your folk are famous for their generosity. Might you spare
No, we're
some
not.
bread? We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes,
Give
my
me
daughter's
your
pet lamb.
daughter.
Nobody cares about a few elves.
Give me your daughter and
you help
I'll
us?
give you some gold.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Give me your daughter. I'll give you 1 gold.
We were lucky. We had
Let
a
each
coin to
look
pay the
after
toll
his
to
neighbor.
those bandits.
Why are you here?
What do you mean?
Women are priests, or merchants, or artisans, or farmers. None of those have any place fighting.
Our brother that fell at Ostergar.
I have no idea how to answer
Hope we're
this.
not next. It is not.
I hear there isn't even really any darkspawn downtown. It's all Grey Warden.
What will happen to us now?
Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children? Way to go!
They're a devious lot, that's for sure. So how...
No one picked up these skeletons.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Splendid! First beasties come on my land. I hope it teaches him a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some. Hey! I still don't have food to sell.
Strength 26. Oh, bro. That's how you should
I still don't have food.
play the system. So, buy these. Go outside.
Some fellow in the tavern said that the Darkspawn turned folks. Oh, blast it. What's a go?
Call my dog.
Something like an abomination, maybe. Oh, well, that isn't good.
Alright. That looks alright. Red. Yeah, let's go with the red one. What's the red one's name? But wait, does it do? Okay. Kate Williams.
Was I still in that food?
You know anyone in the north looking for a field hand?
We thought the
I
soldiers
can't just
would
pack up
hold
my whole
them,
farmhold
but they
and play.
abandoned
Does the revered mother know you freak?
We're the coin.
Does the revered mother know you
Make his
freak
blessings
that
upon
many didn't creature? As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
Songs. I'll just play what the English follow.
I want to go home.
What's it now? All these poor mouths.
So what does a darkspawn look like anyhow? You ever seen one?
Let's talk to that girl.
Can't say I want to.
Hello, stranger. Old Balin wants to poison his traps. I just want none to be had. He doesn't have any poison yet, thank them. He can be a bit eccentric. I didn't mean to.
Damn.
We were lucky.
Oh, that's the...
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone
I'm
is?
scared. When are we going?
We were lucky.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Many didn't.
I found the herbs, bitch. I hope you bastards are ready for the dark spot now. To the fight. Full health, full shield up.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Fiddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, sir.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
I think that's everything I could do in the village.
What can I get you then? I hear anything else I can get you.
Yeah, that's everything I could do here.
Been out to the market. Not much to be had. There is no
I do not seem a refugee.
Oh, lady. So I gotta make the herbs.
Have any luck finding her?
I guess I gotta make them.
Right.
Have any luck finding herbs?
Oh, I found all the herbs there is, bitch.
Yes.
Maybe she wanted a certain amount of thingies. We gonna find out.
Have any luck finding herbs in the wood? This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Silver.
We fought the Darkspawn in the wild.
Bad dreams, huh? Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes,
so
that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
He's a lie, all tapped out with surprises. You're a motherfucking lie. Who the fuck's that guy? I don't remember this guy.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. My family... well, past a bit checkered, to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the Blight. We're not ashamed of that. Ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted.
and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least? Soldiers Peak are strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now. A thousand blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fedek at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me. Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I'm originally from Orzammar, just as you are, I suspect. You don't have the look of a surface dwarf about you. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose. Well, you can think that if you wish, if that gives you comfort, but some of us prefer to look at things as they are and see the truth. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. And now you're up there, on the surface. Then you know whereof I speak, don't you? Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold. That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. bribed the guard that was watching me, and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Lord's ties, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming. People flee from the... And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way... Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. It may not be my blood, true. Well, I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again. That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have done.
What? This guy is so fucking... I think these teaches special moves to certain people. Backpack. I forgot you gotta buy backpacks to hold more things. Bastards. Grind, don't stop.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
I love how simple that kid is. Enchantment.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one, is a spell, and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
Wolves wouldn't just accept the outsider.
No,
Would
'tis
they?
not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? You're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Can't call me a little man.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I cannot teach you, no, but any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp, provided they possess the will to even make the attempt. What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Would it not be easier simply to poke at me with a stick? No doubt is the only manner you can convince a woman to obey you. Have it your way, then. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness. I am no primitive, painted in blood and unable to speak the language. Flemeth knows much of your world and taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for. I think not. I am no frail flower, wilting at the first heat. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. You were a fine one to be pointing out the humour of fate. Shall we examine your predicament on the whole? Let's not. Me? I prefer the jest on me to the jest on you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
damn sick. I was just joking with her. Bitch.
What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? I did not ask to be left alone. I simply wondered from whence comes this strange curiosity. What a stranger does not know cannot hurt him, but have it your way. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness. Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for. Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? At least with that sort of touching, I would have been able to intuit the intent with far greater ease. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes, how to eat at a table, how to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Yes, looks like. Okay, in case y'all wondering why am I putting so much work into likes, dislike, that's because Stan over there, the guy with the white hair, he portrays me.
What do you wish of me? If you must. You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you are cute when...
Of course I don't. 'Tis no matter. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more. I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed, and then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait, a little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom. Sometimes, eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary. There are no trials for apostates, no prisons, no mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree? An enlightened view, or at least an agreeable one. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
So, I probably could have gotten more, but...
What do you wish of me? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? Sometimes I do wonder the very same thing. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden, the tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the Bard and fled the castle of her husband, the Dreadlord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. It was Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned the deed, and swore revenge. That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all. The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it